In exercise 1B, question 7, we're looking at parts A, C, and E. So for part 7A, question 7A, we need to find the perimeter of this shape, this four-sided shape. And what we know is that there's a double dash on each one of these sides. So anytime the dashes match on the sides, it means the sides are the same length. So if we have an L here, and just in case it's not clear on the picture, here's sort of a drawing of it, and we have two dashes, two dashes, two dashes, two dashes, and we had to start off with an L on this side. So if there's two dashes on each side, it means they're all equal, and if that's an L, that's an L, and that's an L, and that's an L, right? Because they all have to be equal. So then we're asked for the perimeter. Well, for the perimeter, we just go around the shape. So go down here, so P equals L plus, go across here, it's another L we've just covered, plus, go across here, that's also L in length, so another L, plus this last L here. So altogether we've covered a distance of 4L, and that's the answer for 7A. For 7B, what we have is a triangle with sides X, Y, and Z. So straight away we can just write down that the perimeter P equals X plus Y plus Z, right? Those three sides that we walk along. X plus Y plus Z. Now, from algebra, hopefully you remember that we can only add like terms. And none of these letters are alike, so we can't add them together, we can't simplify. So in fact, that's our answer. That's it, right? Finally, okay, sorry, that should be 7C. That's my mistake. 7C, not 7B. Finally, we look at 7E. In 7E, we have this shape. Now, straight away, we see two dashes here and two dashes here. So we can put in an L over there. But the problem is we don't actually know the length of these sides at the moment. What we can do is say this. Instead of using this side, let's draw in a side over here that sort of continues this side like this. So then that side and that side are the same. So we'll ignore this, we'll actually cross that out, and instead we'll use this whole side, L. Similarly, on the other side, we'll ignore that side here and instead draw in a side over here. So we should be able to see that they're the same length, right? They're just opposite sides if we draw this one in. So we should be able to get rid of this one also. So what we're left with is actually just a square. Okay, so it's a square, 4 right angles over here, and the side length would just be L, 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 and L. And so then perimeter, just as before, just as in part A, should be 4L. Another way to do it, if I draw it again, so if this is my drawing of my shape, and I had a right angle here, right angle here, right angle here, one here, one here, and one here. So if that's the drawing of my shape and I had that this was L and then this had to be L as well, what I could do is say, okay, let me take a look at this side plus this side. Well, if we put those two lengths together, if we draw them side by side, we'll get the same as this length. And then if we draw these two lengths side by side, we'll get the same as this length. So if I was to draw it in, these two, right, that one plus that one, sorry, that's not a very good plus. Try that again. So these two when added, give a length of L, and same thing with these two. So if I add these two together, these two give together a length of L. So then when I'm walking around, I'll have L, 2L, then when I cover these two blue bits, they'll add another L, so 3L. And finally, when I cover these two green bits, that'll be 4L. So again, the perimeter would be P equals 4L. So two different ways to think about it. But the key is to see that we have parallel lines. We can use those parallel lines, so those lines that are opposite each other, to work out lengths even though we don't have any dashes or letters in the original question. And so P equals 4L is the answer.